This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
What if I told you that the best NBA scorer in the 1980s was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? He's a legend. He's an icon for the Lakers. Then you'd be wrong. What if the best scorer in the 1980s was Michael Jordan? He came into the league in 1984 and helped the Bulls do well. He was a scoring machine, 63 points in a playoff game. You'd be wrong. You'd think that maybe it was someone like Mark Aguirre? No. Fat Lever? No. Isaiah Thomas? No. Joe Dumars? No. Larry Bird? Magic Johnson? No. Neither of them. Well, shockingly, this guy is the all-time scorer in the 1980s. That's him in a Denver Nuggets outfit. He's an active player. Well, he's still alive. But Alex English is the birthday boy for January the 5th. Alex English is 67 years old from Columbia, South Carolina. He was drafted in the second round of the 1976 draft by the Denver Nuggets, headed into his Denver's first season in the NBA from the ABA. In 1980, he came into Denver and played for them. He played for the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, by the way. No, he was selected by the Bucks, and then basically he went to Denver in 1980. And English commenced an assault on the NBA scoring books. With the erratic, fast-paced, and high-scoring Nuggets, but terrible defense, he averaged 21 points through the final 24 games of the 1980 season. Then his averages were 24, 25, 28, 26, 28, nearly 30, that being in 1986, 29, 25, 27, and 18 points per game during his decade-long scoring spree. He led the Nuggets to 9 straight playoff appearances, 2 Midwest Division titles, and a partridge in a pear tree. No, the 1985 Western Conference Finals, when they got taken down by the Lakers. He was basically an icon for the Denver Nuggets and scored the most points of any NBA player during the 1980s. Shock and awe. And his number 2 number has been retired by the Denver Nuggets. So he went to South Carolina and all that. Second round pick. Milwaukee didn't want him. He was a free agent. Indy decided to sign him. He did pretty good. But then Indy decided to trade English during the 1979 A season for George McGinnis, who basically was an ABA star for the Pacers. So basically they wanted him. So basically McGinnis just sucked and was out of the league by 82. Alex English had 23.8 points a game in 1980-81, which was his first full season with the Nuggets. And then he went up to 25.4 and got to be part of the All-NBA second team. In 83, he won the league scoring title. And funny enough, his teammate Kiki Vanderweg was second with 26.7. English actually did pretty well for himself. 27.9 points a game in 1985. Denver actually was the second seed in the Western Conference playoffs. And the Nuggets took care of San Antonio and Utah to meet the Lakers. Sadly, though, the Lakers took him out in 5 games. And basically, English's thumb injury in Game 4 ruined him. But his career best was 29.8 a game in 85-86. But that was third behind Dominique Wilkins and Adrian Dantley. So basically, he couldn't cut it with Denver in the 1990s and all that. When English left the Denver Nuggets, he had every team record, possibly. Most career points, 21,675. Games, 837 in a Nuggets outfit. And the highest career scoring average, 25.9. The Nuggets retired English's number 2 in 1992. As of 2019, his 25,613 points are 19th on the scoring list. So he's in the top 20 still. English was actually the first player ever to achieve 8 straight 2,000-point seasons, and he was the highest scorer in the 1980s. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame, winning it in 1997. English actually was a Raptors assistant coach for many years. From 2004 to 2011, he was an assistant to many coaches for the Raptors. But after Dwayne Casey got hired, English was not given a new contract, so he went to Sacramento. He actually it's been in acting. He was in the movie Amazing Grace and Chuck, and then he had roles in Midnight Caller, a TV series in 1989, and was actually the head coach of Cleveland in the movie Eddie. That's the one when Whoopi Goldberg was a crazed fan who actually got to be head coach of the New York Knicks. So yeah, so yeah, surprised he played for teams other than Denver, but Milwaukee and Indiana especially, and played 1 year with Dallas in '91. He was pretty good at all that. I'm just shocked at how he was the highest scoring person in the 1980s. Him of all people. But Alex English is pretty much a star. Very, very, very underrated. I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.